What up, YouTube family? It's your boy Savage Writer. I'm back, y'all, with another video as always. I'm giving y'all peace and I'm giving y'all gifts. I hope y'all doing well out there. Y'all staying strong, y'all staying positive, and y'all staying uplifted. All praise and glory goes to the Most High. You know the vibe. Let me scoot up really fast. Yeah, so today's video is gonna be a little different. I know I'm always saying that, but you always get something special when you tuned in to your boys. So I know last time, the last video I dropped, which was about how people that are hateful will never amount to anything because of that. But that was actually a pre-recorded video I did like a few weeks ago that came before my Twin Flame series. If y'all haven't noticed, anyone that did catch it, I made the videos private for right now, currently. Just that, I feel like it's time for now. I try to take my focus off of that and like truly get back to focusing on myself, which I have been doing, for the past few years now, I want to say. But yeah, it's like this twin flame thing just keeps haunting me. And it's a lot to do with, I don't want to really talk about that right now, but I made those videos private. I might bring them back, whenever I feel like I'm ready, but right now I want to distance myself from all that. But despite me trying, I'm just getting pulled back into it again and again and again. 2 nights ago, I had a dream about that person. I remember we was sitting in like a fucking gray Nissan, and we was talking or whatever, having a conversation. And I remember I mentioned that I had a show coming up in the dream, and then she was like, "Oh, cool, I want to come." And so like the dream just all of a sudden switched to the day of the performance. And like before I went on, the host was asking me, was I ready? Whatever. I was like, yeah, I guess so. And then I was looking around in the crowd. I didn't see her there, which I felt some kind of way. I'm like, dang, she stood me up again. Literally, I got on stage. I picked up the mic right after I introduced myself, and I was about to do my first piece. That's when she came bursting into the door. And what do you know? The dream ended. But that's not what this video is about. Anyway, yeah, so today is going to be really a message of encouragement to some of y'all out there that watch this page, dig my content. I want y'all to understand from the bottom of my heart, I thank all of you. Really, I thank all of you, man. I appreciate everybody that watch, everybody that share the videos, that support, that subscribes or has subscribed. Thank y'all so much for the love and the support, letting me know that y'all dig your boy, you feel me? Because to get in front of a camera and do this, it's not easy, man. Just telling your life story, things you've been through and you experienced, and you putting that out there in front of like all of these people, like it's not easy, man. So everybody that tune in, I thank you, I appreciate you. Even if you don't like a comment, it's all good that you still here. So even if you just watched the video for 2 minutes, hey, you still gave me a view, you still gave me a click, and that's gonna tell YouTube that more people want to see this type of stuff. So thank y'all very much for the love and the support, my true day ones. We ain't even acknowledging the haters because it is what it is. That's just what come with the game. Everybody ain't gonna like you for whatever reason. So you just gotta be comfortable with accepting that. But yeah, man, this is an encouraging message for anyone out there that's dealing with some type of struggle. I want to tell you that it gets better. I want to tell you that you should hang in there and don't give up. Look, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know if you're financially struggling. I don't know if you have some type of illness or injury. You may be going through it with a loved one or whatever have you, whatever type of adversity or challenges you may be dealing with in your life. I just want you to know, if you're watching this video, you're gonna make it out on the other side all right. You know, you're gonna get whatever it is that you are seeking. And I know that sounds cliche. I know, like, you may listen to a lot of motivational content, everybody saying the same thing, but it's like, that's not gonna change how I feel. Sorry. I completely understand. That's how I feel too. But I'm gonna talk more about myself later and what I'm going through and why I decided to make this video. The real reason why. That's gonna come later. But I thank everybody that has supported me thus far in my journey. Really, it means a lot. It took a lot for me to get here. I made many sacrifices, countless sacrifices, I might say. But in the end, it was all worth it because it made me into the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming. And I'm just grateful, you know, that God or whatever higher source is out there continues to wake me up another day and give me all of the opportunities that I need to be of service, I guess. So as long as you got a heartbeat, you have breath in your lungs, you can think, and if you're dealing with some type of disability or whatever where you may not necessarily be able to do that, if you are alive, if you are able to watch this video or whatever, understand what I'm saying, then that means whatever higher power is out there has some type of plan for you. Your life is not over. You know, it doesn't matter if you're 50, 60, whatever age you are, man. It's never too late. It's only really too late when you at your deathbed. And as long as you're not at your deathbed, you still have time to make things right within your life. So I want you to understand that that message is for somebody. And Spirit was just telling me to make this video and put it out there, I guess. You know, because I'm dealing with a lot of stuff of my own, as I've just previously stated not that long ago. But I'm not going to touch on that right now. I want to focus on y'all first. So, again, you got to hang in there. You got to stay strong. You have to keep fighting. Wherever it is that you want to become or where you want to end up, you got to keep pushing. I know it's difficult. I know it's a challenge. I know you may feel like nobody got your back, nobody supports you, but trust and believe you're going to find those people. Rather, those people are going to find you who will love you, who will support you, who will respect you. And it's just imperative that you continue to stay on the path that you're on. Do not let the enemy win. Do not let these Decepticons, these haters, these envious, miserable people that don't want to see you do good bring you down and try to pull you back into old paradigms that you've outgrown. And I need to tell this myself. Well, rather, I need to tell this to myself, I need this word too, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, I know a lot of y'all may put me on this pedestal. Y'all may see me as this big shot. But at the end of the day, I'm human just like you. I get up every morning, I tie my shoes, I put on my pants, I brush my teeth just like you. I have the same 24 hours in a day just like you. I may be better at dealing with my emotions and coping with them, but at the end of the day, that does not mean I don't have any struggles. I don't go through any challenges. It's because you don't see that on the internet. I may not put all of that out there. It doesn't mean that I'm not dealing with no real life things right now. You know, and on my other platforms, I haven't been posting as much either. Because I just been feeling like, you know, I've been very burnt out, very tired. I just felt like I needed time for myself. And also, I want to see, like, who's really down for me. It's like, I do that sometime. I'll fall off the radar just a little bit. Just to see how people gonna react and see how they gonna act. You know, I do that too. But that's another talk for another day. So I'm really making this message because I feel like someone needed to hear it. Plus, they need to relate to it. Because right now, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm struggling myself in many ways. I'm going through some hardships right now. One of my biggest hardships is just my financial struggles. It's like, as I say this, I have negative $12 in my bank account. I'm down bad right now. You feel me? Now, I'm not begging for anything or nothing like that. That ain't what I do. You understand? But right now, I'm just going through a lot on that front. Working a job that I feel like it's not really truly giving me what I'm worth. And that's not to say I hate this job or anything. I think it's a wonderful job. I work with some wonderful people, but it's just like I feel like I'm doing part-time. I feel like I'm doing full-time work for part-time pay. And whatever I do get paid, it's like it's not going to be enough to necessarily sustain myself. Like, it's not enough. Like, I already have to pay bills. I already have to feed myself whenever, you know what I'm saying, no one else can. And take care of a lot of other things in my life. I ain't just out here, blowing money. Nah, like, I'm really taking care of things. I'm maintaining in my life, trying to invest in myself and be at the top of my game. And that's not gonna come for free. You need to understand that greatness comes at a price. Greatness is not free. You know what I'm saying? If you really truly want to invest in yourself, you have to pay that price. Whether that's your time, your effort, your money, whatever. You have to pay the price to be successful. Nobody getting into these doors for free. It don't work that way. Anybody that tells you otherwise is a goddamn liar, and they probably ain't done shit. I'm just gonna keep it real. You feel me? But I'm struggling with the finances, and it's like to the point where like I gotta be looking at side gigs and trying to get into some side hustles, like those apps like Upwork and InstaWork, etc. Not getting any calls back. That's also frustrating. And it's just like, I feel like I've hit a wall with my finances. Ain't really no jobs open up right now because it's the summer. A lot of jobs don't really start opening up until like later in the year, close to the holidays, because that's when they need the most hands. So like, ain't really nothing right now. Everything's filled up. Trying to supplement my income, really put a lot of emphasis on bettering myself financially. So I could sit up here and talk spiritual stuff all day. That's cool, but at the end of the day, this society that we in, if you don't got the funds, if you don't have the resources, then it's like, your word means nothing really. And I'm understanding that. Just because I'm woke, I hate that term. I really hate that fucking word, woke. Just because you woke, that don't mean you need to be broke. You understand? I got it messed up. So yeah, man, that. And number two, what I also am struggling with right now is, a lot of my emotions, feeling like I'm misunderstood. No one gets me. Like, oh yeah, well, Savage, right? Oh, he good, he's strong, he don't need nobody. Yeah, how do you know that? I know I say one thing, but I totally mean another. It is what it is, but it's like, I feel like personally, I do a very great job at controlling my emotions and keeping myself in check. I don't really act impulsively. I may make mistakes or whatever, but that's human, you feel me? We are human. We are gonna make slip-ups and incorrections. So yeah, it's like, I'm dealing with that. Just shit in my head that I necessarily don't tell people. It's like sometimes I feel like when I go outside, I look around, I really truly see the world and society for what it is. And that also contributes to, a lot of my emotional distress. Sorry. Just knowing the truth of the world and the fact that it's something I can't turn off, like, yeah, that does frustrate and drain me too. Cause it's like we not conditioned to live like this, being on top of each other, getting up, going to work every day, and dealing with all of this BS. It's like literally we like cattle. How the hell we are the most intelligent species on the planet and we fucking gotta pay to live here? Dogs, cats, birds, ants, worms, roaches, hell, even the fucking raccoons ain't paying rent. Why the fuck are we? That doesn't make sense to me, man. It's like we've built all of these falsified constructs just to make ourselves look like we the shit. We are morally superior to every other organism on this planet, but that's further from the truth. It's like we've become so focused on being superior. It's like, yo, we've been truly led away from our essence as a species, not even race, white, black. Because I'm going to tell y'all one thing, it's going to sound controversial. There's no such thing as race or racism. That's all a man-made construct to keep people asleep and to keep them divided. Gotta understand that. Same thing with religion and all of that stuff. Those are man-made constructs. That doesn't come from God. That doesn't come from the Most High or the universe. Those are man-made constructs designed to keep people entrapped. That's why these things, we make them exist. That's going to sound controversial, but it's the truth. We make these things exist. And also, yeah, the nature of man. So that's another talk though. But I don't know, right now I just feel like very tired. Life just feels very monotonous. Like I wake up, just the same shit every day. And after a while, like, that does something to you, man. So I'm dealing with that right now. Also, number 3, being somewhere I don't want to be, being around people who are not for my highest good, who really don't uplift me. And yeah, I love these people or whatever, but it's like I realize they're not for my highest good, and it's like I have to still deal with them because we are all, in the same household or whatever, and etc. But it's like my soul is calling me to be somewhere else, and it's not necessarily with these people. And that's also a great deal of frustration because I feel like it's the same problems, it's the same paradigms that's been going on for years, and it's clear as day. The writing's already on the wall that none of this stuff is going to change, and it's best to just get away from it. But this goes back to number 1. I don't have the resources to. It's like I'm stuck, and that does cause a great deal of frustration, and which leads to sadness and all of that stuff. And another thing I'm struggling with right now is just feeling like, I am truly loved and supported. Yeah, I know people love me, I know people care, but it's like, there be times where like I sit down and think like, damn, like all motherfuckers want to do is just call me around whenever they need something. People that say they my homie, people that say they my brother, whatever, sister, whatever. It's like I only hear from them a lot of the times when they want a favor or they want me to do something. It's like, that has me feeling some type of way. I'm not going to say no names or any shit like that, but it's like, yo, if you know. It's like, damn, what happened to us kicking it? I understand times get hard, but it's like, check in with a brother. That's all I want. I don't care about your money or whatever or what you did for me. I care about you. And it's like, I know a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? They say one thing, but their actions tell a whole nother. And it's like, I really see things for what they are. It's like, I can't be fake. Even if I tried, I couldn't do it, bro. Couldn't sit up here and pretend to be fake. That ain't me. That ain't my style. So it's like, it is what it is. Just feeling like I'm alone. No one really cares. But yet, when I do something great, I do something successful, all these people want to crawl out the fucking woodwork. And then that is frustrating. It is. Because, like, I be seeing and noticing these things. And that's why, like, yo, I really keep my distance. I stay to myself. I keep my small circle. I don't let everybody in. You feel me? And there's a reason for that. Because I already know what type of time people want. And I have too much to lose. I've done too much work on myself to sit here and go back to these old paradigms that I've outgrown. To sit here and sacrifice everything I've spent, my blood, my sweat, my money, my energy, my emotions, and tears into, just to let it all crumble for a couple of bozos. It's just not worth it for me. So, I could go on all day about some of the struggles that I'm dealing with, but that's just a general overview. And it's like, I gotta tell y'all, man, keep y'all heads up. Stay strong. Keep fighting. Cause like, yo, I'm dealing with some shit too. Maybe we have the same problems, maybe we don't. But we all have something that we're dealing with that we're not necessarily putting it out there. It's like we in a generation where like we try to pretend like we're happy on social media. We live in these perfect lives, but man, in all actuality, we really not. It's like we're just pretending to be happy. We're pretending to be something we're not, just to impress other people, just to make them happy, just to make it seem like, oh, we are somebody. But we use all that as a facade. That's a facade that we created for the world, just to be accepted. And even then, with that facade, you're not fully accepted, because you're only accepted for the person that you portray yourself to be. And after a while, that's gonna desensitize you and do something to you. That's why the quote, I'd rather be hated for who I am, love for what I'm not, is real. Because at least if everybody hate me for who I am, I'm free. I don't gotta pretend. I don't gotta act like I'm in this prison. Like, trying to pretend to be something you're not. That's like being in jail. It's like being locked up. It's just not good for you. So yeah, man, it's like, it is what it is. And then another struggle, romance. It's like, do I want to be with someone or do I not? Yeah, psychics, people that are spiritual, yeah, they read me or whatever, they tell me one thing, but it's like I'm feeling a whole nother. Even with the whole twin flame thing, it's like I'm trying to just get away from this. But it's like, do I really want to? I don't know what I want anymore on that front. Because let's say if I do be with another woman, I'm not going to stop thinking about that person. I'm never going to be able to let it go. It's just something that I'm going to be stuck with for the rest of my life until I leave this earth, I guess. And it's like, if I keep constantly thinking about that person, then this shit, why can't I be with them? But that's a whole complicated story. I don't really want to talk about that right now. But yeah, it's like I'm dealing with that, having these dreams, these synchronicities. It's like I'm being horny. It's hard dealing with that stuff. People say they want this shit. They want to be a twin flame. It's like, this shit ain't all sunshine and rainbows. I said that in my series, which is now private. I might bring it back. I don't know. I'm not going to do that right now. I just feel like right now I need to not focus on that anymore. So, what else I want to say? I think that's it. Again, whatever you dealing with, whatever you struggling with, keep your head up. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. That's all I could really say. I know it's cliche, but these are the things that people have told me, and I just want to bestow that knowledge upon y'all. So, please, don't give up. There's a brighter day. Find somebody that you trust you can talk to. Also, recite your palils or whatever type of spiritual practice you may have. Because I understand everybody doesn't do prayer. I get it. You know, I'm not shaming anybody for that. You know, do what makes you comfortable. So, that's it for this video. More content on the way. I think it's like almost 3 a.m. right now where I'm at. I had a long day. I was at the boxing gym, you know, working very hard. A little tired. Can't necessarily sleep. I've been struggling with sleep a lot lately, possibly due to a lot of my emotions and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be fine, I guess. As long as I could spread this truth and spread this word to y'all, man, I'm gonna be alright. So, again, thank y'all so much for the love and the support. And I'll see y'all around in the next video. More content on the way. Peace.